What's going on, guys? Today we're going to do a collection update of my Humidor. Purchased a lot of boxes. This is for my first, here we are, February 2025. Quick wristwatch check for my guys out there who are into collecting or wristwatches. Today I am wearing my Blancpain 50 Fathoms reference 5015. Fantastic dive watch. So that's what I got in the wrist, and let's just jump into it. First box. I always enjoy watching collection update videos, so that's what I got for you today. First up, we have the Yagua JC Newman. Great cigar for the price, and this box is just falling apart. I need to take better care of my stuff. But this is cool. This is you kind of see, smoked a few of these, so these aren't packed in as tightly, but this is a really interesting packaging of the cigar. So JC Newman, as you know, each of these, or maybe you don't know, so the Yagua is, all of these cigars are pressed together and held in place. That's a royal palm leaf. You can read all about it here if you want to pause the video. But it's a very unique shape. It's kind of like snowflakes. Every cigar is a different shape, and it's just really cool. These smoke really good. There was one year where they weren't all that great. I think it might have been 2023. But 2024's, this release came out fantastic. Very earthy, spicy kind of smell going on there. Let's see if I can do this without breaking this box more. Look at this box, has just seen better days. So we'll put that in there. Cool. So Yagua, if you haven't had this, it's not a very expensive cigar. I think they're like maybe 8 to 10 bucks a stick. Definitely worth picking up some to try out. So that is one of my newer pickups. Also had to get the HVC Black Friday. This comes in a cabinet of 50, limited edition from 2024. Now, these cigars I took out of cellophane, put them all here together so they can kind of marry in together. This has a very, very nice chocolatey aroma to them. Fantastic cigar. This is using the Ometempe tobacco from Nicaragua. And this blend, I want to say, is a San Andreas, if I'm not mistaken, with some of the Nicaraguan binder and filler. But this has a very good flavor profile to it. You guys know I'm a big fan of HVC, Rainier Lorenzo. I've met in person. And the blending style that he has, because he blends based on what he thinks tastes good, instead of trying to blend, for different palates out there to appease everyone. He just kind of goes off of what he knows tastes good. So these are great cigars. Maybe a little bit harder to find this time of year already after November, but if you can get a box of Black Friday cigars, or even just a 5-pack or something, definitely worth trying out if you've never had it before. So, HVC Black Friday. Okay, so if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know I'm a huge fan of Warped and the blends that Kyle Gellis has been putting out. Everything from Warped to Gellis Family to Drop Cigar Club, everything Kyle Gellis is making so far, I've been a big fan of. This is the Saunter. I want to say Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper, if I'm not mistaken. Very smooth, creamy, mellow, has some of those baking spice notes and that fruity kind of thing going on, like dried fruit. Saunter is a great cigar. These are definitely box worthy. As you can see, a lot of the Kyle Gellis stuff that I'm going to have is box worthy. So only comes in this size, Robusto. It's a 5 1/8 by 48. So I don't know. Something about these thinner ring gauge cigars I'm just really becoming a fan of. Oh man, we got a little crack there on the foot. I'll smoke right through that. Thinner ring gauges, Coronas, Robustos, like Lanceros, Lonsdales. This just kind of been my thing. I've really been getting into the thinner ring gauge on these cigars. So try the Saunter if you have not had it. I highly recommend it. Next up, we have the New Day from Warped. Now, this cigar I bought and smoked. I actually bought a box blind because they only released this to, I think it was 12 retailers. I could be getting the number wrong, but only certain retailers got access to this. Story behind the cigar is Kyle Gellis and the Warped team sent a whole bunch of different blends to these specific retailers, and they let the workers there, I'm guessing maybe owners, but they let some of the staff try out the different blends blind, and then they voted on which one they liked. I think they got 3 different blends, maybe in various sizes. And they got to pick the one that they liked the most. And this was the blend that was selected. It is a Ecuadorian Sumatra Rosado. I'm just firing at the hip with what I remember on these, so if I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments, but I'm pretty sure it's a Sumatra Rosado wrapper leaf, probably Nicaraguan and Dominican. It might even be an undisclosed blend as far as binder and filler. But this cigar, I smoked it. I loved it, even after letting it kind of rest in my humidor for about a week or so before smoking it. So I picked up a second box, knowing that they only made maybe 1,000 boxes, 1,500, might even be 500. They didn't make very many boxes, but I went ahead and picked up a couple, and I will savor these and gift them to people because once they're gone, I know that that's it. They're going to be gone for good. So 2 boxes of New Day, which I've already tapped into, as you can see. Another Warped cigar. You've probably heard all about this, the Isla de Cocodrilo. This has been on a lot of top 10 or top 5, top 20 lists from other YouTubers and cigar smokers and lovers and enthusiasts. This is the Corona Gorda. I am slowly working my way through these because this cigar is fantastic. Ecuadorian Habano wrapper with Dominican and Nicaraguan binder filler, if I'm not mistaken. It's a very creamy, really smooth flavor profile and texture. As far as mouthfeel, it's very good. Cubanesque, I've heard people refer to it as. This cigar is fantastic. If you ever get the chance to pick up the Isla de Cocodrilo, definitely do it. Even if you're maybe a medium to full smoker, give this a try. I think you'll really enjoy it and appreciate it. If you have a more, I guess, developed palate, you're going to be able to pull some really good notes out of this cigar. I like the Corona more than the Toro, but I have smoked the Toro and I've smoked, the Coronas. So I will be picking up another box of the Corona, and I might pick up a box of the Toro as well, just to have, but box worthy, 100%. Get the cigar. If you haven't had it, hunt it down, smoke it. You'll love it. This is probably my most prized purchase for the year. This is the Gellis Piece Unique. Now, this cigar I bought blind completely. It's not cheap. This box was $600, but it is absolutely, one, stunning of a box presentation wise. Well done, Kyle. But this cigar is so good. I picked up a couple singles so I could smoke it first and not tap into this box here. But these are all going to be fantastic. They're about 40 bucks a stick. I would take this Piece Unique over a lot of other hype cigars, you name it, a Fuente Opus or some of the other limited Opus stuff, over an Atabey, over some Padrones. Like there are a lot of cigars that I would take this over. Cold draw, get a very distinct, to me, green apple, kind of fruity, very fresh note. And when you light this up, there's an amazing sweetness, these floral, dried fruit, very nutty, creamy, vanilla tones. Like, it's just all of these flavors you can pull out of the cigar. Honeysuckle, I mean, just fantastic. If you have not smoked the Piece Unique, you need to smoke it. And if you haven't bought a box, you might miss out, because once they're gone, I think there's only 500 boxes, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm about to order another one, especially once I make this video live, because then I'm going to have competition for those boxes after hyping it up. So this is probably in my top 5 already of 2025, hands down. And it's probably in the top 3. So that's saying a lot, but I stand by that. Now that could change, but right now, top 3. Okay, over here we have what's often overlooked. And I sometimes hesitate on sharing this with you guys, because then I know it's just going to create more demand and competition for myself. But this is the 858 Sun Grown Rosado from Fuente. This is, in my opinion, more rare, I would say, than even some of the Opus X. You have a better chance of getting Opus X cigars than you do of getting this. And the 858 Sun-Grown Rosado is a banger of a stick for the price. These are probably in the $9 to $10 range, somewhere around there. And the flavors you get out of this cigar are absolutely delicious. As you can see, I've already smoked 2 of them, and I'm going to try and get this box to last as long as possible in 2025, which, if I'm being realistic, I might get into summertime, but probably not. I'm probably gonna smoke these for the next few months. But anyway, that's what they're meant to be enjoyed. I'm not a hoarder of cigars. I am a collector. There are some I'll sit on and age, but I buy my cigars to smoke them, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do with these. So if you've had the Sun-Grown Rosado 858, let me know in the comments what you think of it. Another sleeper people probably don't know about is the Hemingway Signature Sun-Grown Oscuro. This is, again, the signature size. Look at that beauty, man. Oh, I have it upside down. There you go. Hemingway Signature Oscuro Sun-Grown. Yeah, this cigar, amazing. It has this roasted walnut thing going on the finish. Chocolatey, peppery. It's not a pepper bomb, but it's got some spice in there. As you get into that final third, it definitely ramps up a bit. But great to pair with coffee or different kinds of alcohols. I don't normally drink alcohol when I'm smoking a cigar. That's just me personally, because it ramps up. Well, it's a whole nother discussion. I'm not even going to get into that. But it's great by itself. This is, I want to say, a TAA exclusive, meaning only certain shops get it. You can find these online. Sometimes they'll limit them. I would share with you more, but I don't want competition. So I'm going to smoke these slowly as well and really savor these. It's not going to be loved by everyone. I want to say that they're getting this Oscuro wrapper from Oliva Tobacco, from the Oliva company, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but yeah, it's a great flavor. I'm impatient. Let me know if you guys do this. I know that the cigar is meant to be lit, obviously at the tip, and then it opens up as you get into it. But the draw is so tight when it's right there at the tip of that figurado shape, or perfecto. Like, I get really annoyed. I get frustrated and I'm impatient. So I usually just cut like that first whole, I don't know, half centimeter off and just get right into it. I don't know. Some people might have an issue with that, but that's what I do with mine. I guess I'm just not patient enough. Oh yes, we talked about HVC. So this is one of my go-tos. I can open the box. One of my go-tos as far as an HVC daily smoke. This is the Habano Corona or Esenciales. It comes in a box of 20. This is a fantastic Habano cigar. I always get a very distinct roasted cashew nuttiness on the finish. Not real spicy, but it's got some good pepper in there. It's blended really well. I take all of my cigars like this, and especially ones that I want to really develop a bit more. I take them out of the cellophane, keep them in the box, but I take them out of cello, and I'll just slowly go through these. I'll probably buy another box so I can rest those for about a year, and then these I'll smoke throughout, over the course of the next couple months. But if you haven't had HVC, I definitely recommend you check out the brand. As you can see, I mentioned the Black Friday earlier, but try these out, and for under $9 a stick, this punches way higher than its price point. So don't sleep on HVC. Okay, next up, Amazon Basin's 2025 release. Down to under half a box here. Actually, one of these is an Añejo. Yeah. So this is my last Añejo. Actually, there might be 2 in there, but the rest are just regular Amazon Basins. And yeah, I'm gonna have to get another box. So 2024's release was good, but I feel like it wasn't as good. But this 2025 release is way better. I smoked one of these, and yeah, that Brazilian, I forget how you pronounce it. Barancia. I don't know, whatever. The Amazon Basin is a hype cigar. It's hard to get. Everywhere online is probably sold out by now. But if you got lucky, you probably picked up a couple boxes of this. I'm probably going to grab another box as well. So Amazon Basin, definitely get it if you can. Shoot, I forgot. I also picked up a box of the warped Sarto Connecticut broadleaf wrapper. Man, chocolatey goodness. This is a stronger stick from Warped, but damn is it tasty. And I bought the Robusto. Take this out of the wrapper here. Yeah, so I bought the Robusto. I really enjoy this cigar. I have to take my time with it because it does have some strength, at least for me, my tolerance level. Yeah. The Sarto, I feel like, is a stick a lot of people are probably sleeping on. If you haven't had it yet, it's not gonna be a favorite for everyone. But again, it's just kind of subjective, but I still would recommend picking one up. If you're in the medium full spectrum, that's kind of your jam, this is gonna be something you'll really enjoy. There's actually some really good complexity to this cigar. And again, I think it's priced at around 12 to maybe 14 a stick. So it's not, you know, too expensive. It's definitely affordable. It comes in a box of 14. And so I am going to smoke through this box, and I'll probably get a box of the Toros just so I have some options as far as length of time on my smoking session. Sarto is fantastic. And last is, yeah, another box of Andalusian Bulls to add to the collection. Already tore into these, so one down. But great cigar. Obviously, you know about the Andalusian Bull. You know how difficult it is to get, and I'm very blessed to have a box to add to the collection. Wrapper leaf. These things are so delicate. You really gotta baby them. That Corojo leaf is just super paper thin, so be careful if you're ever looking through these, like at a store or a shop. You pick them up, just always inspect them, because if someone else was a little rough with them, they could end up being damaged. So that is my update. Sorry, this video went longer than I thought it would. It's an update for 2025 of what I've picked up. As you can see, very heavy into the Warped cigars, a couple of Fuentes, some HVCs, Bulls, and Basins. About sums it up. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I always like interacting with my viewers and followers. And until next time, as always, may the Schwartz be with you. Take care.